everybody, and welcome to Bold Breakthroughs with Business Experts. My name is Catherine Clayton, and I am a life and business coach, and I help people take their ideas or their business that they want, and I turn it into profits. I help them create the business of their dreams. So today I'm with an expert, Genie Goodwin, and I want her to just jump on in here, introduce herself, and tell us what you do to help people. Welcome, Genie.
Oh, thank you so much for having me today, Catherine. I'm excited to be here. I am a certified high performance coach. I'm a relationship expert, and I help people get clear on the things that are holding them back and build a life, the business, and the relationships that they would love about. That's true.
So you talk about you help people build relationships and you help people get through those struggles. What are some of the ways that you do that, and who would be your ideal client?
Well, my ideal client is a leader who can't get their team to show up, or a leader who is their boss, even someone who is married and their partner wants a divorce. At any time there's a relationship issue that is really holding back your success, this is where I step in. You can be a better leader, you can be a high performer, and create relationships that make your life worth living, because really, isn't that what life is about? It's about relationships, and success in business and in life really comes from your relationships. Sometimes it's internal relationship, right? You're stuck, you're confused, you're angry, you're filled with anxiety because it's COVID or the president hasn't been announced yet. It's
right.
An internal relationship issue. Often it's an external relationship issue. Before we went on air, you and I were really quickly talking about having to homeschool while you're working. And I mentioned that I homeschooled 3 kids while I was traveling internationally and working different grades. How do you handle it all? How do you create these relationships where the other person is better because they have a relationship with you? Woo! That's what I'm talking about. That's what I adore doing with people.
Right. And it's interesting because it is. And as we were talking, I'm like, and I was thinking about what you do, and it is a relationship. It's a relationship with, for me, it's my 14-year-old, and he had to stay home from school because his teacher got COVID. And so I'm having to jump into that business, expert and that mom and the teacher, and continuing that positive relationship with him so that he can keep going, because they get home and they think school's really out. They think it's fun. So, and learning all the idiosyncrasies that go into those relationships are really important too.
So why would I do all those idiosyncrasies in every relationship? Because every single person is 100% unique. So you're going to want to look at very specific thing for each relationship. You're going to want to look at the effect you want to have on the other person. So how do I want them to walk in the room? How do I want them to feel when I leave the room? How do I want them to feel when they interact with me? How do I get best out of them? And what's the effect I want to have on them? Those are all high performance questions, right? Because you can't create what you want if you don't know what you want. So you get really clear on what you want in each relationship, and then you have to have a plan to go build it.
So, and when you say high performance, I know what it is, but tell us what you're really talking about, because a lot of people go, I'm performing at a high level. Is that high performance? What do you mean by high performance?
What a great question. Because high performance actually is performing above norm. So it doesn't mean that you're like skyrocketing at all times, but it means you always perform above the norm over the long term without burning out. That's the key.
That's the key.
Destroying your relationships. That's the difference between performing well and a high performer. So it's what skills, what tools, what do I need to always perform above the norm without burning out or destroying my relationship, because lonely is not success, right?
Right.
And being successful at work and coming home and there's nothing there, right? You're like, they hear at work and a zero at home, right?
Mm-hmm.
is not a high performer either. It's this idea of being able to succeed in all facets of your life without burning out and without losing out best things in life.
Yeah, that's really important. And I've studied some high performers. I've listened to books and things like that. And also taking time to just do nothing. A lot of people think that high performers are go, 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 go 24/7, but you can't do that and be a high performer. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely, 100%. As a matter of fact, many of the tools that we use when we're training people to be high performers are absolutely taking a break every 50 minutes so that your brain can actually cope. It can get off of the subject that it was on, and then refresh itself, get the energy level up in your body, and go as hard and wonderful as you did in the first place. And if you do that all day long, that one little technique, you can break every 50 minutes, will actually raise your performance by 30%. And at the end of the day, you won't be exhausted. You'll have something to give your family when you get home.
Okay. So you're saying you work for 15 minutes, take a little break?
50.
50. Okay, I couldn't hear you. I was like, wow, you're taking a lot of breaks. So now I understand.
You got it. Really quickly. Actually, I sit on a ball. So my 50-minute break might be 1 minute of closing my eyes so that I get a rest from the screen that I'm looking at, right? And then just bounce and breathe. So that would be a quick break. It's anything that gives your body a reset and your mind a reset. Because what we found is to prove that after 50 minutes, you can't concentrate on the same thing anyway. So trying to push yourself past the weight. What was I thinking about? What was I working on? Oh, I lost my train of thought. Instead of trying to push through that, take a break, get a glass of water. I actually, if I don't bounce, I go, you might be able to see, I have wood floors in my office. I go sit my wood floors and socks because it just brings such joy back to my life that I can start the next 50-minute project in total joy and in total focus. So really simple, powerful tools. That is what we do with high performers.
That's awesome. That's awesome. I have a block that I use for timing, and I'll be honest, I used to do it really methodically, and then I kind of got off of it, and now I need to get back to doing 50 minutes and taking a break and getting up and moving and getting that brain going, because I know that works. So,
the most recent study during COVID said that people right now are moving at 8%, physically moving at 8% of what they were moving before COVID. 8%. So we're moving enough before COVID. Now you're moving at 8% of what was enough. And our anxiety levels are off the charts, and and we can't sleep, and we're bothered by what's going on. Not to mention, we went to bed without knowing who's present this morning. This is
right
going on in our world. That you really need to have the tools to handle what comes your way, and that's what a high performer does. They've got tools. They like it doesn't matter what comes my way. Bring it, baby, because I know how to handle it, and I can show up as my best.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. So it's time to kind of wrap up. Do you have, I know you have a freebie. I'm not even going to ask and pretend I don't know. Tell everybody what your freebie, because it's great. I'm excited about it.
Thank you. You know what? I'm a best-selling author of this book. Let's see if I can get it on. How to Win Her and Influence Him. And it's a relationship book, because, again, your success is going to come off of your relationship. So if you'd like a free copy of my book, I'd be happy to give a free copy of my book. Go to my website, myrelationshipg.com/free book, and you'll have access to a book. You can either get the PDF or there's even an ability to do Audible on that space that I set up for your audience.
That's awesome. And if you'll put the link below in the comments when it goes on Facebook, you'll have to go back to it, and we will definitely do that. So thank you. And I know that you're going to be seeing Genie in a couple of weeks. I'm not going to tell you what yet, but thanks so much. And thank you all for attending the Bold Breakthroughs with Business Experts.
Go get your bold breakthrough.